Gnosia is a sci-fi social deduction RPG in which players engage in conversations with various individuals to discover the secret Gnosia. Players must use the knowledge they've obtained to identify the Gnosia and vote to put them to sleep. As you go, your talents and those of the crew improve. The game includes a growing number of crew members and diverse tasks, making determining the truth an exciting endeavor. Players can work together or against one other to ensure their survival. Replaying loops causes special occurrences to occur, deepening the mystery inside the tale. Samurai Bringer is a visually striking roguelite with a refreshing emphasis on custom combat. Each run feels different thanks to the deep, flexible skill-building system that rewards experimentation. Slashing through waves of mythological enemies while refining movesets never gets old. The pixel art and dynamic lighting create a strong atmosphere, and the steady challenge keeps things engaging. It's a game that respects the player's creativity and keeps replaying fun thanks to its layered mechanics and satisfying progression loop. The Tower of Perpetuity is a 2D action game set in the world of TOKOYO, where players must negotiate a continually shifting dungeon packed with evil monsters and traps. The tower regenerates every 24 hours, allowing players from all over the world to experience the same dungeon for a brief period. Each day brings new difficulties, including various traps and gimmicks. The game also includes social components, such as a cemetery honoring participants who have died. Players can use their unique powers to compete with other players in a friendly manner. SteamWorld Quest Hand of Gilgamech is the highly anticipated role-playing card game that will fascinate you. Embark on an exciting journey with a group of ambitious heroes, navigating a carefully hand-drawn universe and participating in explosive fights. Confront each foe that comes your path by methodically crafting your own deck from a large selection of over 100 unique punch cards. What awaits you is a spectacular treasure trove loaded with riches, legendary animals, bright kingdoms, enchantment, turn-based fights, and all the vital ingredients of an unforgettable RPG adventure. Lone Fungus is a vibrant platformer with satisfying combat and responsive movement that rewards exploration at every turn. The world is layered with secrets, clever level design, and a retro art style that feels right at home. Combat has a nice rhythm, mixing swordplay and spells in a way that encourages different strategies. The soundtrack fits the atmosphere perfectly, adding a sense of momentum and discovery. A strong sense of progression and meaningful upgrades keep the journey engaging without feeling repetitive or bloated. Velocity Noodle is an exciting game in which players must negotiate hard stages while delivering noodles without spilling. The game has ultra-smooth movement mechanics that allow players to glide smoothly past barriers and traps. As you go, you'll come across several levels with expertly planned traps and other ways, offering an added element of excitement. Mastering the game's rules and improving your speedrunning skills will result in flashy prizes and hidden pathways that provide vital bonuses and rewards. Players may also pet a lovely puppy companion along the route, giving a touching element to the trip. Rusted Moss is a Metroidvania game that features a grappling and weapon system with 360 degrees targeting, allowing players to feel in control of their character. Players may master dynamic navigation problems and defeat witches and equipment with accuracy. The game has a novel physics-driven elastic grappling hook that allows players to attach themselves to any moss-covered structure and swing around the harsh countryside. Players can choose between weapons to suit their playstyle and scenario. Rusted Moss has over 20 distinct skills and different endings. In a dystopian world, Marfusha, a gate guard, is responsible for guarding the city gates from invading enemies. Despite obtaining survival incentives, she is constantly taxed, which depletes her earnings. To survive, she must wisely spend her limited finances on renovations, equipment, and hiring co-workers. With over 70 cards available, including weapons, co-workers, upgrades, and chance occurrences, she must fortify Marfusha and her colleagues to fend off hostile onslaught. As taxes rise, more equipment becomes accessible, and she meets new allies. SCHiM is a clever and inventive puzzle platformer where shadows become both path and puzzle. The unique concept of jumping from shadow to shadow keeps things fresh, while the minimalist art style keeps it clean and focused. Each environment feels thoughtfully designed, encouraging curiosity and experimentation. The movement has a nice rhythm, and the mood stays consistent without becoming dull. A strong sense of identity runs through the game, making it easy to remember long after the credits roll. Quiet, smart, and confidently made. Kero Blaster is a game in which you play as a bipedal frog working for Catafrog Inc. Their job is to repel enemies and negotiate a difficult terrain. Initially, the frog's low health and armament may present issues. However, as players collect and earn money, they may improve their health and select improved weaponry to battle formidable adversaries. The game's pleasure is increased by the characters you meet. Kero Blaster is a distinct and immersive setting that immerses players in the obstacles they confront. Mighty Goose is a fast-paced run-and-gun shooter game in which players take on the role of the Mighty Goose, a competent bounty hunter who is pitted against the Void King, the galaxy's strong ruler. The game has a variety of weaponry, allies, upgrades, and hidden treasures. Players can tailor their strategy by utilizing upgrade chips, supplementary weaponry, and help characters. They may also pilot military machines to eliminate big groups of foes. The game's graphics feature finely produced pixel art environments, cars, and characters, transporting players to a lively realm. Cloud Gardens is a game that employs small landscapes to bring nature back to cities. Players plant seeds and repurpose abandoned things to create one-of-a-kind structures, boosting relaxation and creativity. Players can bring their concept to life using a wide variety of artifacts and plant life. Cloud Gardens also offers a platform for gardeners to share their creations, including looping films and generative soundscapes. The game mixes aspects of a garden simulator, dystopian landscape builder, and puzzle game, with the goal of providing a fulfilling experience that is free of aggravation. Moonglow Bay is a charming and heartfelt experience that blends cozy fishing mechanics with a touching story about healing and community. The voxel art style is surprisingly expressive, and the soundtrack perfectly captures the town's tranquil vibe. Cooking and selling meals adds a satisfying layer of progression, while meeting quirky townsfolk keeps things fresh. It's a slow-paced game, but that's part of its magic, inviting you to relax, explore, and rebuild at your own rhythm. Perfect for those who love narrative-driven games with a warm, wholesome spirit.
Oh my, the dollhouse?
Alisa, an elite royal agent, is following a famed thief in a setting inspired by the 1920s. She is taken to a Victorian-style home where she must flee as the frightening residents taunt her. The game includes pre-rendered landscapes, realistic low-poly models, currencies, objects, clothes, weapon loadouts, a variety of foes, surprises, comedy, and a nostalgic trip back to the late 1990s. Alisa must endure the dollhouse's horrors while retaining her humanity. The game is a fascinating journey with a unique combination of comedy and nostalgia. Astebreed is an exciting combat game that blends human creativity with alien technology. The game has a unique combination of vertical scrolling, side-scrolling, and rail shooter viewpoints, allowing players to navigate a wide range of settings. The game has outstanding 2.5D graphics, rich colors, complex textures, and smooth movements, creating a compelling universe. Players can gain upgrades and customization options for their mech suit, allowing them to modify their combat style to their liking. Sheepo is a fun and imaginative Metroidvania with a unique twist. There is no fighting. Instead, you go through a wonderfully hand-drawn landscape, gathering animals by copying their actions. The platforming feels smooth, with tight controls and excellent level design that makes exploring enjoyable. The eccentric characters and ambient soundtrack elevate the experience, making each discovery seem unique. It's a unique twist on the genre, providing a peaceful but fascinating experience. If you prefer exploration-based games with a dash of whimsy, Sheepo is a charming adventure worth taking. Endless Memories dives deep into a hand-drawn dream world packed with challenge, discovery, and atmosphere. The combat feels responsive, with a satisfying variety of weapons and spells to experiment with. Exploration rewards curiosity, revealing secrets tucked into every corner. The shifting environments and distinct enemy designs keep things fresh, while the moody soundtrack sets a fitting tone. It's a journey built for those who enjoy methodical combat, non-linear progression, and a touch of mystery wrapped in vivid, 2D action. Worldless is a mesmerizing blend of stylish turn-based combat and fluid platforming, wrapped in a minimalist, dreamlike world. Its combat system feels fresh, rewarding precision and timing with satisfying flow. The visual design is hauntingly beautiful, abstract yet emotionally resonant, and the ambient soundtrack deepens the sense of mystery. There's a poetic rhythm to its storytelling, conveyed more through mood and motion than words. Every encounter feels like a puzzle to solve, and the game respects your intelligence while quietly dazzling your senses. Ogu and the Secret Forest is a gentle, whimsical adventure wrapped in a simple art style and ambient soundtrack. The slow-paced gameplay encourages relaxation while subtle puzzles and thoughtful progression keep things interesting. Characters feel alive and the world invites curiosity without being overwhelming. There's a calm, meditative quality that makes it easy to lose track of time. A soft sense of wonder carries the journey, making it a quiet but satisfying trek through a peaceful and thoughtfully designed woodland. TASOMACHI Behind the Twilight feels like a quiet dream with its serene cityscapes and soft soundtrack. Exploration is calm and satisfying, with light platforming that encourages curiosity. The art direction leans into warm tones and relaxed vibes, making each location a joy to wander. While it doesn't chase complexity, its simplicity becomes part of the appeal. Those who enjoy gentle discovery and peaceful settings will find something soothing here. A quiet gem that favors atmosphere over challenge, with just enough mystery to keep things moving. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.